Hey everybody! So this morning we are going to be doing, not this morning, I'm outside, it's morning. I tried to beat the crowd outside. It's gorgeous out today, so I decided our daily challenge is going to be done outside today. So we're going to do a nature-based challenge, and this will be your challenge for the week. We're gonna tone back the daily challenge so it's only happening once a week, because we realize you guys have started school and you have work to do and pick up on, so we don't want to overwhelm you guys. We want you guys to be able to have fun and do these, and when you get bored, these challenges are around for you. So plus you get prizes for doing them, so you guys should definitely be doing them or checking them out or sending them to your friends. Anyway, dear Lord, it is muddy here. We are going, sorry, hold on. I'm struggling to find safe spots to step. Okay, off trailing a little bit. So today's challenge is inspired by our one staff member, Dorothy, who is our nature educator, if that makes sense, for our kids. So she goes out and she usually takes me, and we get to go on trips all around the Hudson Valley and get to check out the nature around us and learn about the plants and the animals and just observe what's going on right in our backyards. A little while back, Dorothy was teaching me about hemlock trees and about the leaves and how they are loaded in vitamin C, which, as you guys know from our previous videos, vitamin C is amazing for you when you are sick or you have a cold. During this whole virus, you guys should be making sure you're taking in enough vitamin C. But anyway, I'd like to show you guys how to identify a hemlock tree and how to make hemlock leaf tea. So another thing for you guys to think about when you are out and you are on these trails, other than keeping your 6-foot distance from other people around you, benches, man. Yeah, that's a cute bench, isn't it? No, these benches aren't getting wiped down. They're outside in nature, so just be mindful when you're going on a trail. If you see a bench and you're tired, maybe think about stopping somewhere else or just taking a break and standing and catching your breath there, because these benches can be loaded with germs, and it would be really awful to go out and be outside and feeling really good and come home really sick. No. Okay, so here I am amongst what I thought to be a hemlock. So if you look at the bark, guys, it's got quite an interesting texture on it. It's very scaly. Oopsie. Okay, well, they're trying not to do that. The bark is really helpful to protect the trees, but it's super scaly. If you see, like, there are definitely pieces where you can, like, stick your finger under, and that will help you identify the bark of a hemlock tree. If you, you're not going to see a lot, I don't think. If you look up, you can kind of see the kind of needles they have. Hemlocks are an evergreen, so they will be green right now, even in the spring, before the rest of the trees have leaves. Here we go. Here's some on a tree. Okay, sorry about that. So you guys, on the leaves of a hemlock tree, you're going to see these really bright, vibrant green needles. They're very flat too, super flat, not round. And usually you don't have a very hard time finding some teeny tiny pine cones at the base of the trees. Okay, you guys, I found one. You're just not going to be able to understand how tiny this thing is. Okay, so just so you guys understand, this is about the size of my thumbnail, and I don't have my nails done right now. Nobody getting their nails done in this. So it's my small regular thumbnail, and they're super tiny. They're really hard to find, actually, I think, because of all the leaves on the ground from all the other trees here. But I know we have a hemlock tree right by club. You guys have probably seen these teeny tiny, what you think are babies. These are not baby pine cones, they're just hemlock pine cones, and they are always tiny. So I just wanted to show you guys this big mama hemlock tree that I just found. She is quite a bit bigger than the other one I was showing you, and she's pretty tall. Hemlock trees can reach up to 70 feet, and the tallest one actually is 170 feet, the tallest in what I believe is the world. I might be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I am, but from my research I did, I learned that hemlock trees can get pretty tall. Another thing that Dorothy taught me about hemlock trees is that the tops of hemlock trees look really mopey and really sad. They don't quite stand up straight. They kind of go, wow, little saggage going on. So if you're not sure if you're looking at a hemlock tree or not, if you look at the top and instead of standing up totally perfectly straight, it's got a little bend at the top, that might be a hemlock tree. Hemlock trees also really like moisture, so as you see here in this like little swampy region, there are, oh my gosh, a ton of hemlocks. What do you know? It's because they like moisture. You guys, I just found a little hemlock home. Can you see? Let's see. It's a little tiny hole. Can you see it? As you guys see here, I am walking backwards, trying not to trip. No, just kidding. I am walking backwards, but I am doing fine at not tripping so far, hopefully. But I want to show you guys that I'm in a very sunny area, so there are not going to be a lot of hemlocks around me right here. I don't see any actually, because hemlocks are really into the shade. They like the darkness. They like to grow under other trees' cover, and they can grow in pretty crazy areas, like some really rocky ledges, because their roots go very deep. Hemlock trees also really like moisture, so as you see here in this like little swampy region, there are, oh my gosh, a ton of hemlocks. What do you know? It's because they like moisture. So when you guys are looking for leaves to use, unless it's right on a path, try and pick some that have fallen on the ground already. This I just found laying right here. Well, I'm going to use this for tea. This is more than enough, way more than enough. And hopefully that way I'm not taking anything from the trees. They have already dropped this somehow, and I'm not hurting them at all. Okay guys, so I think I collected enough right now. I'm going to head back to the house and show you guys how to turn this into a tea. So once you guys have gone inside, you can set your leaves down and go ahead and pull out a pot. You're gonna need that to boil your water. So now you guys can start to cut some of the twigs off of the branch with the leaves on them. The stronger you want your tea, the more branches you will need to add to your water. Then you can just throw them in the pot on the stove. So once you've got those in there, you're gonna need to turn your stove onto high. The setting right here. And then if you want to add a little extra flavor, you can always add some orange peels or orange zest. I'm using clementines because that's what I have at home. So I'm going to peel some of that off and add it right to my water. Nothing fancy about it. You can add the whole thing. It'll infuse the taste. So it's really easy to tell once your tea is done because the leaves get dark and the water will be boiling and all your flavors will be infused. It'll have a little tint to it, like a greenish yellow tint, like a green tea. You can scoop everything out once you see that that has happened. That's what I'm doing here. Guys, I strongly advise that you add honey to this recipe. It's very bitter without it, and honey's super sweet. Oh my gosh, look at that big mess I made. And yummy. So now I'm just stirring it in, and you can see the color is that green tea color I talked about. And that is way too hot to try. Ouch, don't try that. Okay, I'm gonna need you guys to ignore the big mess I made here, but I was trying to show you that just like any tea, this is delicious iced, and you can enjoy it that way too. Just clean up your messes after yourself. I hope you were able to learn something really helpful and you enjoyed this.